Welcome to the case study of the craft beer industry, presented by Jade, Jordan, and Sunny. A brief introduction to the craft beer industry. In the 1970s, the beer industry consisted of 44 breweries, and most of which were to be acquired by big companies such as Anheuser-Busch. The lack of diversity in flavor and beer type during this time caused the grassroots home brewer movement. It is within this movement that the craft beer industry was born. During the 1980s, the quality and the distribution of varieties had increased significantly, offering consumers more selection of what to drink. It wasn't until the early 2000s when the industry started to pick up steam with annual growth volumes averaging between 6 and 12% from 2004 to 2008. Craft brewers that wished to distribute their products nationally had the opportunity to do so with less barriers into the market due to the deregulation of interstate alcohol distribution. The ability to distribute different styles of beers with a variety of flavors also appealed to consumers desiring variation. By diversifying its products, consumer demographics grew to produce a wider target market for craft breweries to flourish into the $28 billion industry it is today. Key factors to consider. Brand loyalty is one of the biggest concerns within the craft beer industry. With so many varieties to choose from, the industry has difficulty retaining loyal customers. The market is saturated with a variety of brew pubs that differentiate themselves with varieties of potential customer experiences. To the consumer, the possibilities are endless. The effects of beer consumption on the body also create a health concern. The industry is combating this negative attention with the right alternatives that are marketed towards the physically active consumer. Excess tax, tariffs, and regulations have craft brewers carefully considering distribution and production. While the industry is not in control of regulations of ingredients, distribution, and production, these political factors can be mitigated with an effective logistics strategy prior to production.
So looking at the industry as a whole, we're going to check out Porter's 5 Forces to check out some competition within the craft beer industry. And the two largest forces are going to be bargaining power of buyers and substitutions. And I'll start explaining by the bargaining power of buyers. First off, like Sunny said, brand loyalty is at an utmost downward trend in the craft beer industry because the biggest thing with craft beer is getting new samples, new flavors, new tastes, new experiences. So brand loyalty is at an all-time low. Also, it's hard to get these breweries in retail environments because distribution is very hard for new level entrants. So you're not going to see your beer on large supermarket shelves or in most restaurants. The second force is going to be substitutions. Craft beer is a luxury drink, and basically any other special occasion drink could take its place, aka non-craft beer, wine, malt beverages, spirits, wine, anything like that could take the place of craft beer. So it really doesn't have a strong foothold with customer and customer loyalty. The marketing mix, aka the 4 Ps for craft beer, we're going to start by looking at the product. And craft beer is often described as an intellectual and authentic beverage that should be savored and enjoyed in moderation because of its exquisite flavor. Because of this exquisite flavor, it's going to be priced at a premium, meaning that it likes to hold on to its exclusivity and offers a unique experience for consumers. The best place we found for this would be resort towns, places with thriving tourism and local taste, because if you try this beer, you're going to assimilate it with where you were and what you were doing at that time, and therefore create a profile that is second to none in the craft beer industry. And finishing up promotion, we chose to go with a grassroots campaign, really sticking with locals and being sustainably active within your community to really grow a strong brand loyalty, which is at a premium within this industry.
While the total beer market was down 1% in volume produced in 2018, craft beer volume experienced a 4% growth, which means it now makes up 13.2% of the total beer market. However, in 2012, its growth rate was 15% and then 18% in both 2013 and 2014, and then 13% in 2015, and then a big decrease in the growth rate from 2016 on. This significant slowdown in the growth rate means that the market is maturing. There's still room for growth, but not so dramatic as in 2013 and 2014. Large global brewers have also strategically acquired craft brewers, which also hurts the craft segment's growth rate as the craft brewers acquired are no longer considered craft. Most of the contribution to this current growth rate is actually being done by smaller local brewers rather than the bigger craft brewers that have grown to become national names like Sam Adams, Sierra Nevada, and New Belgium. In 2018, 1,049 breweries opened while 219 closed, a gain of 830 breweries across the country to make it 7,450 breweries. Brewers Association's chief economist Bart Watson is surprised that even in the slowing growth, there was only a 3% closure rate throughout the country. He states it's a remarkably low number when you compare it to the other industries, particularly other industries that have had a high number of startups. He says the industry will level off at some point, but it's definitely not right now, as the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau lists more than 10,000 brewery licenses, meaning many more are on the way. Brewery openings are outpacing closings 4-1, but he anticipates over the next decade to see the growth in the number of breweries start to slow. Colorado itself seems a little full, with 396 craft breweries, the second largest in the country, and 9.2 breweries per capita, the fourth largest in the country. In 2018, 67 breweries opened in Colorado while 20 closed, a 5% closure rate. And in 2017, the closure rate was 4.3%, while in 2016 it was 2.1%. Now, in 2019, 15 new breweries have opened so far, and there are 50 more on the way, while at least 9 have closed. Light beer and lower-calorie beer is the largest category in the total beer segment, and craft brewers have a big opportunity to capitalize on that market still. One issue with the craft beer is a stereotype that it's all white guys with beards. Females are underrepresented, and so are minority groups. According to Nielsen, the average craft drinker is predominantly male, ages 21 to 34, and makes between $75,000 to $99,000 annually. Craft beer drinkers in 2018 were about 32% female and 68% male, compared to 29% female and 71% male in 2015. There's a slight positive shift in increasing the consumption of craft beer in females, but there's still a lot more that can be done. Right now, 85.5% of craft beer drinkers are non-Hispanic whites. The U.S. population of 21 plus aged adults is only 68.7% non-Hispanic whites. So that means that craft beer is not as diverse or as appealing to these minorities. If a brewer can come up with flavors and marketing plans that diversify their customer base, they might enjoy more success with their rivals. Some experienced brewers offer their own insights and opinions. New breweries seem to be absorbing the most growth because everybody loves the new guy, but the real test comes around 24 to 36 months down the road because consumers constantly want something new. Being small and having good retail and a full tap room every night with the locals behind you, or getting bigger than the 10,000 barrels per year mark will help you succeed. Only very small or very large breweries are succeeding right now. You either stay small, local, and unique, or you go big and you fight for shelf space. But your production is going to have to be pretty high to sustain that kind of fight. Creating a personal connection with consumers is also key. Offering unique flavors, stories, and marketing campaigns are required to build connections and keep local customers connected to your brand.
Excellent. So our conclusions, based on the research we did in the craft industry, is that we would like to stay away from oversaturated states such as Colorado, Vermont, and California. These states are thriving with breweries, and we feel that they are overcrowded, and we don't really see a sustainable route to building a brewery in one of these areas. Secondly, the industry is not going to sustain its current growth rate, so that is something to keep in mind. Consolidation will take place between different breweries. This is good. This way, Smaller breweries that have less than 10,000 barrels annually can form together and gain some buying power. If they don't do that, then acquisitions and mergers from larger beer companies such as Anheuser will take place, and these breweries will have to join just for survival. The appeal to customers we can appeal to customers with unique flavors and marketing campaigns to build brand loyalty, which is an utmost premium in the craft beer industry. So our recommendations for a successful craft beer startup would be appealing to local markets, supporting locals, creating a marketing campaign through tasting and word of mouth, basically keeping it very grassroots, starting in our local communities to gain support of locals. That is the largest way to ensure success, have the locals behind us. Other than that, we could have a variety of different hops, flavors, CBD infusions to spread out and capture a niche market. Another niche market is going to be healthier trends or marijuana infusions. But really the thing is capturing a niche market to build brand loyalty and ensure our survival within this bustling industry. And breweries with less than 10,000 barrels annually are going to have to merge, and we would definitely get on board with that as well to ensure the survival of our brewery.
And that is the conclusion of our case study of the craft beer industry, or the continued case study. If you need more information, please refer to our reference pages right here, and have a good night. Let's have a beer.